Hello everyone, it's John Smith here. I've been debating what I should wear for that funeral, Like, too bad that she died and all that, but it's real important to look presentable during a funeral. Because, trust me, I truly believe that it's the most important thing that you look presentable during a funeral, because that will cause them the least thing. If they give you food, the amount of food you're allowed to buy is because of how smart you look. The smarter you look, the smarter you look, the more likely that someone will actually give you something. Trust me, I was planning on wearing a full-on suit and stuff, but what I was thinking, I was maybe I could cheap out a bit. I was gonna wear a sort of similar suit to what I was wearing at my wedding, but I realized I got a bit bigger than the last time that happened. But so I don't actually know what to wear, so during that time I will, who knows, if my mother, well, God rest her, if my mother was here, well, no. That's not my mother. She died. That woman died, but the other woman, yeah, she will be like, John, oh my goodness, you've lost your job. I will not speak a deal on the women in my life, but I cannot believe that someone could, say that to me. It's I think it's a hate crime against men. That misogyny exists. Why can't misogyny exist? I've been hate crimed multiple times this week by multiple women. So, I do not believe that if a woman can be hate crimed, I can be hate crimed. It's saying that, it's insane when people say this to me, all this stuff, and they're like, John, I can't believe you're saying this kind of stuff to me. I'm being honest with you. I was what? Yeah, I was I couldn't even believe it. I have to, fix my waistband and stuff. The wedding is, wedding? Who's getting married again? Oh, yeah, it was her funeral. Yeah, I didn't... It's the same thing. You get free food anyway. I know it's, charges money for driving and stuff. I know where she's getting buried. I have to drive, 30 miles, but it's a trip I have to take. My son, I was hey, son, you want to go? And he was no, I don't really know who died. And I was it's your cousin, who's my cousin, who is your cousin. This kid you had to used to babysit? The kid you were told to babysit when they had to go and I couldn't babysit for him because I was busy doing business trips and stuff like that. I was very important in my company. Trust me. I was thinking about it today, and I was confused why people are John, I can't even believe you've done any of this stuff. And I'm really, I have done all of this stuff, and I cannot believe that people do not believe that I've done it. So honestly, I'm gonna carry on with what I was going on about, and I was just confused why I couldn't believe why my son was not going. But it's more food for me. I'll say John Smith Jr. was a bit ill that week, and he needed to go to the doctors, had to lie in, and he's probably having his teenager fiasco things. I don't even know. He's part of that Lamau community. I think I've heard him say that before, Lamau community, but I think that's the community he's part of, but I'm not 100% sure anymore, because I heard that someone said LMNOP community, but then he keeps saying Lamau community, so don't diss me. I don't disrespect me, because I've just been learning all these new hip things that the kids have been saying, because I'll be honest with you, no idea what my kid is going on about, but if I can get into his mind frame, I can understand when people were saying frogs are turning people that, and I was yeah, it could have been, but it's now this weird brainwashing of this thing called the intranet or internet or something like that. I don't actually know the difference between either of them, But I think in the future that will be, like, fixed. I really don't know, but trust me, like, in, like, 5 years, I will, like, figure out, like, what the course of action for all of it will be. And then all the things that I'm meant to be doing, I have no idea. Like, everyone, like, when they say they have a rough patch, some people, like, overcome it, and some people just fall right down. Because I remember my cousin Margaret, okay, let me tell you about Margaret. Like, she lived all by herself, like, for ages. I respect the woman. She did a lot of good in the world. Like, she was a full-on, I couldn't even believe, she, like, gained my trust in women being able to do some work. Like, some work. She was a midwife, okay? So I believe that women should be midwives. But, you know, she was a superb one. She's, like, one of the best in the industry. I believe her. Like, Margaret, yeah, she barely did anything. She was, like, forever alone, you know? I couldn't even believe that. Margaret, yeah, cousin Margaret has done so much. Like, I, like, respect her as a woman and all that, but I couldn't I respect her for all the things she has done. And all the things, and, you know, I couldn't even believe that all those things happened. Like, Margaret, if you're like, I'll tell you some things about Margaret. She worked hard to get her stuff. She came from basically nothing. Her dad was, like, the postman, and her mother was you know, those pot washers. She made it, and I am proud of her. She is one of those big women influencers, my cousin Margaret, everyone. And tragically, she isn't dead. Like, I'm going to be telling you, I think she told me that she's, like, been diagnosed with dementia, and she might begin forgetting everything. And she's only, like, 42, and, like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I couldn't believe, like, a 42-year-old would get dementia. I would only imagine, like, an 80-year-old getting dementia, and I was like, I'm sorry, Margaret. I haven't talked to her in a while, but I hope her and her cats, her 5 cats, are doing well. She loved playing those word searches, you know. But, you know, in the end, who knows? She might be dead and no one knows because, you know, I have no idea what happened to her. She could have been, like, ran over, and most people in our family will have no idea what happened to her because barely anyone really knew her. I only knew her because I had to babysit her when I was younger. Like, she was one of the better ones. She's one of the better women in this world. Tragedy. If she comes to this funeral, I'll tell all of you. And I'll be like, oh my goodness, I will be, like, tacking her up and asking her what on earth has happened to her. Because she knew, she was very related to him. My other cousin, yeah. I've forgotten his name. What is his name again? Something, I don't know. Yeah, Margaret's way more memorable than whatever Minority Maria is. Okay. So I'll touch you all guys later. I'll give you updates on my outfit later. Bye.